I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Well, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Here we go. Let's see, where am I? Joy Sellers.
Here.
Kathy Altensee. Here. Melinda Cook.
Here.
Nikki Bender.
Here.
Patrick Sellers.
Here.
Okay, we have everybody.
All righty. The first order of business is approval of minutes for the July 20th, 2020 meeting. And motion a second, please.
Bender and Altensee?
Yes. Let's take a look at the minutes if you haven't done so already. Are there any questions on the minutes? All righty, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. The next order of business is approval of bills payable. And a motion and a second, please.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Sellers, second by Altensee. Please take a look at the bills payable. Trustees, you will notice that we have a new vendor, JB United LLC. They're out of Brookfield, Wisconsin. It's on the second page. Yes.
Yes.
What is that for rent?
Yes.
Oh, Barb went to state. Okay, I remember. Okay. Oh, you don't really have too many water.
No. Oh.
Or, okay. Just checking it out.
All right. Are there any questions or claims in advance? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Altensee.
Aye.
Bender. Nikki?
Trustee Bender.
Did I lose?
Aye.
Okay.
Cook.
Yes.
Sellers?
Aye.
Sellers.
Aye. Motion carries. The next order of business is the discussion and approval of the request for proposal. We've already had our motion and seconds, and I guess we are ready for.
We tabled it.
We tabled it until.
Yeah, postponed it.
We postponed it until
yep.
today. All righty, trustees. I sent out the response to the question that we had. Did you all get the response?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Mr. Chair, I
Yes.
think we should clarify what the RFP is for.
Yes. Okay.
The audience may not understand.
The RFP is for our videoing services. We went out for a request for proposal for videoing services. Okay. There was a question that was raised, and the question was in reference to the hourly and flat rate for video production of special events and projects at various locations using consultant equipment. This question was for the JWD Media Group. The question that I sent him was, number one, are you saying that the base rate is $500 up to 1 hour and $40 in an hour after the first hour? Or are you saying that $500 up to questionable hours with the question mark, meaning the hours are negotiable, and $40 per hour after the negotiated hours have been set? His answer was this. I'm sorry for any confusion on my end. Also, it would be more of number two. I charge $500 for an event, up to 5 hours, and $40 an hour for anything after the set negotiated price for the video. I charge flat rates, but my videos usually break down to $50 an hour, 5 hours shooting, 5 hours editing, $500 total for a video with 2 revisions. So the $40 an hour is if we need a third or fourth revision or more than 5 hours shooting. So that was his response. Okay. Did every trustee get a chance to look at that response? Are there any questions?
I don't really have any after that.
Okay. So Mike, how do we go about doing the vote?
Well, I'm trying to determine when there was a motion made. The minutes that we had tonight from the
Uh-huh.
last meeting referred to, there was a previous motion, but
Right.
it didn't identify what the motion was. So.
There was no motion that I could remember. Because it was presented to us as a proposal. And there was just,
Then what are we talking about? We have a motion, then we need to get a motion on the floor, right? Okay, then let's get a motion on the floor. Okay.
To accept one of the proposals.
Yes, we need a motion on the floor to accept one of the proposals, either, let me get the names, either WDI Media Group, 815 Natives, or Four Horses Media.
Mr. Chairman, I just note that the minutes reflect the name of the first group you mentioned as JWD.
Okay, yes,
JWD Media Group.
JWD Media Group. Thank you, Attorney Phillips, for that clarification. I appreciate it. So now, we need a motion on the floor to accept one, right?
Correct, sir.
Okay, want to give me a motion?
I guess, I make a motion that we accept, or do I have to say which one I want to accept?
Yes.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
let me, hold on. I don't have any questions.
Okay,
I'm just having a feeling.
okay.
And I know you say, oh, well, it's, some of it is kind of obvious.
Uh-huh.
You look at it and say, oh, man, that one. But, I know they sent references on the quality of work, but I'm just saying, how long, that's all I'm saying.
Okay.
So I don't know, because I think I've only watched one meeting, so I don't know what, and I'm not a big TV person, so
Okay.
I'm not looking at that. But I just don't know, if you look at it, of course you would say, can't do the 815 native. I mean, looking at the prices,
Okay.
so that's, and I don't know how to vote.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a motion?
no motion.
No motion.
We need a motion on the floor
I
to accept
can't-
one of these
We
proposals.
need a motion on the floor to discuss it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't, but I can't, I cut it because I don't know which one to do.
So moved.
What's the motion?
The motion is to discuss which.
No,
company-
you
No,
gotta
we have
say
to make
which
a
one you
motion
want.
Oh.
To reject
um,
all bids, all proposals, or to recommend the adoption of
The
one of them?
person
Right.
the company I recommend is the one of the most experienced, the one that we've always used and had good luck with, and they've got a good background, and that would be Four Horses.
Is there a second?
Is there a second?
So it dies for lack of motion?
It dies for lack of second. The floor is open for no other motions.
And we can't do a motion without conversation, right?
You have to
I
do
mean,
the
we
motion
can't-
first.
You have a
Okay, I
motion.
mean, we can't do the motion, conversation without a motion.
Correct. It has to be
Okay,
on
I'm
the floor
going,
for discussion.
this is what I'm gonna say because I want discussion a little bit. I'm gonna make a motion that we pick the 815 native, is that's what it, I can't, I'm my glasses. Is it
Okay.
815 native?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Natives, close.
Native.
That we accept their motion because of,
Accept their proposal.
yeah, thank you, Barb. I just got a lot going on with this mask and it's just driving me crazy. Make a motion that we take their bid, because of price, if we're looking at price. That's what I'm, okay, now.
Okay, we need a second.
So to be clear, a second means that we can discuss it?
Yep.
Yeah, I second that.
Okay, motion by Sellers, second by Cook. So now it's open for discussion.
Okay. I know we got three bids. And I know that, I understand what
Trustee Alden,
Yeah, I'm taking this off. Kathy is saying, but are we doing this because we're trying to save money, whoever brought it up, to do it anyway? Or are we doing it just to make a change and give some other people in our community a chance?
Okay.
So I guess that's my question with what we're doing.
Okay.
You know, because, if we're just doing it just because, yeah, we have had Nick for, going almost 8 years now, and hey, like I said, I don't know nothing about quality, but I guess
Okay.
everybody's been happy. So that's why I'm wondering,
Okay.
what made it, we didn't even hear Nikki.
Yeah.
What made it come up, the reason why we're voting to make a change? Can someone
Okay.
help me understand that?
It was,
Is it cost?
Yeah.
Okay, so if we're looking at cost, oh, I'm sorry, Nikki. Hey, Nikki.
Can you hear now, Nikki?
No, it's all blurry.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nikki, I talk loud.
She's discussing,
Who made the
815.
motion to change vendors? If it was cost, well, you have to look at the cost. But if it's
Yeah.
just to be doing it because you want to give other people in the community a opportunity, that's something, different. But if we're looking at cost, it's just there. But that's what I want to know. Who brought it up to even have it changed, I guess?
we had discussions some months back,
Okay.
and it was brought to my attention that the board wanted to go out for RFP. Now, Trustee Alden voted no. Remember? The rest of us voted okay to go out for RFP. And it was brought to my attention because I guess there was a complaint about how much we were spending
Okay.
on it.
Okay.
Nikki Bender brought it up.
Okay.
Right. Trustee
Okay.
Bender brought to my attention about how much
Okay.
we were spending, so we decided, okay, we're gonna go out for RFP, and that's what we did. And
Yep.
here are the results.
And now that all this is said, flashbacks are coming. So,
Right,
Yeah, I
right.
see. Okay.
So that's how it all transpired. Okay?
Supervisor salaries.
Yes, trustees, Alden. Hold on one second.
You guys, your mask might be muffling, so she may not be
Yeah,
able
that's why
to
she can't
understand, just so you know.
what happens if we switch our media
Mhm.
and it's not what we thought it was gonna be, when we already know what we have? Just because we're gonna save, what, $1,000?
$1,000 a month is a lot.
year?
6,
5,000.
no, 6,000
Oh, I'm
actually.
sorry, I'm sorry, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
5.5.
That's a lot of
Right.
money.
Yeah. I like it.
Your question was what happens if we get somebody and we're not happy with them? The fact of the matter is, whoever we get,
You're gonna be in the
their
same
contract
situation.
can't go past our term.
That's right.
So
Right.
in May,
Be May.
absolutely. So their contract can't go past our term. So whoever we pick, if we decide to stay with Four Horses Media, or we decide to go with JWD or 815 Natives, come May,
And I don't know why I had that
right,
$1,000.
right. Come May, we're going to have to do this again probably. So it's not like whoever we get, we're going to have a contract with them for another 4 years, because we can't bind another administration to our decision.
Okay.
So that's, am I correct in my, unless we have the money in escrow to pay for pay for the entire contract. At the time we signed the contract, we have all the money in escrow to pay for the entire contract for the full 4 years. That's the only way we can do it.
Okay.
Okay? So, thank you,
Yeah,
Mike.
that's correct.
Okay, thank you. So whoever we get, May is going to be the deadline unless we put all the money up at one time. Okay? Did you hear me, Trustee Bender? Did you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
That seems the logical thing to do, is just to stay where we're at till May.
Okay, so
So we got a tie.
No, we don't. We haven't even voted yet.
vote yet.
If I'm hearing this correctly, it
Can-
would be that
So Nikki can understand you.
Hold on, I'm coming.
Wouldn't it be that like, if we change now, it could be until just May, but
Yes.
otherwise it would be for the whole duration?
Not
Is that-
necessarily.
No.
Or no, we decide those terms. It
Yep.
could be for a year
Right.
or it could be for whatever.
Right.
Depending on, it could be for longer than a year right now because of, or 8 months, unless it's an escrow.
It
Unless
can
the-
only be longer than a year, than May, only if you take all the money that's gonna be due under the contract and put it in an escrow account.
Right,
That's the only way it can go beyond May 1.
right.
Because of elections.
But no, well, in part, but there's statutes that say you can't
And
enter
the
into
fiscal
multi-year
year.
contracts.
Right.
Okay.
So if we do all of this now, we might turn around and do it again. Is that what you're saying?
It's a
Oh,
possibility.
You could, yes.
That's what they tell
We
me.
would, anyway, we rediscuss every year this, it's proposed again, right? We approve
Right.
in our budget like this and
Mhm.
that.
Mhm.
We approve it every year anyway.
yeah.
Because we haven't done a multi-year contract with anyone. Every year we get another proposal from Four Horses Media. We haven't had a continuous 4-year contract with anyone. So
And from what I remember Nick saying, when he was here 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, was there hasn't been a substantial increase
okay.
each year,
Mhm.
which is nice because maybe these guys, who knows, they're gonna raise the price.
But what do you
on us.
You can
mean?
address at that at the time.
But what do you mean? I guess what do you mean by that?
Well, he mentioned that there was not.
Mike gonna get his
hadn't been an
exercise.
increase in price. They hadn't raised their prices on it.
Right. Okay.
But most places, like say the rent for this place,
Mhm.
they're gonna increase because costs of different things go up.
Okay.
So what if these other two that we have to choose from decide, okay, well, we're gonna raise our price?
Then guess what
But
we
their
can do
price
then?
is gonna be just the same as his.
Right, they would have to raise their price a few times.
Right.
probably, too.
And then we still have the option to go out for bid still.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they're not going to raise their price in the
Right.
middle of a contract or
No.
with us. It's not going to happen.
Right.
So they
So-
have until the end of May, correct?
That's
Who's they?
who
Whoever
are
we
they?
choose.
Correct.
Okay.
Right.
No, May 1.
May 1.
May
Oh,
1st.
I thought, oh
May
yeah,
1.
that's right, because April, the end of April is
May
our
1.
fiscal year, I'm sorry. Durr.
Okay. Can I put a motion on the floor?
There's a
You
motion
just
on the
did.
floor
Oh,
already.
okay. Whose
You-
motion
you
is
s-
it?
It's your
Mine?
motion, and she seconded, Mrs. Cook seconded,
Okay.
motion that eight
Okay.
15 natives to accept their proposal. And Melinda seconded it. So now we're
Okay.
having the discussion on that motion.
Okay, can I make a motion to cancel that motion?
No.
Oh, man.
You can move to withdraw, but you have to have the consent of the person
Oh,
who
okay.
seconded the motion.
I don't know. I was gonna move to withdraw this because of conversation. Is that all I'm supposed to say?
No.
Like, so we've done all this to do nothing. And my
Right,
like, because I brought this up for a while, I do
Mhm.
feel like the video that is needed, if you read Four Horses, it seems like they have extensive experience in much more elaborate video production, and we're just having a meeting, and I don't know,
Is it that serious?
So are we saving $100 or $1,000?
it's $5,000, and I mean, whatever.
It's $5,000.
It's a $5,000 difference, and
It's significant.
Each month.
in a year, it is $5,000.
Okay, but they're only gonna be here till the end of April, and then we go over it one more time.
It just seems, why, if you're, well then, I don't understand the difference in the making a decision now versus then. It seems like we've already solicited these proposals. We should not make people do it again all over in a year if we're gonna just continue to make the same decision. Or in 8 months.
You lost me on that one. Can you?
Because it's until the end of April. and
Right.
then we-
It just seems like we've already, if we're going to make a change, why wouldn't we do it now? Because we've already asked for these proposals and
Right. So
Sort
make
this
the
out.
change easy now because
You've already
in May,
done it.
or May 1st, it'll be, yeah, we'll keep them. Or,
Well, and we've already asked people
Right.
to tell us what they would do in this opportunity, and it feels disingenuous then if we were like, oh, never mind. And then in 8 months, we do it again.
I think they're probably used to that kind of.
but you know
Yes,
what? Me too. This is just how I feel, so we can move on. I just feel that, I agree with you. But my whole thing was, Nikki brought it up because of cost and to save money, and which I never figured, I never looked at the numbers, but you know, you think of $5,000, it's $5,000. That's a lot. So if we're looking at that, make the change of saving the money, and then, you know, maybe in May, hey, you got a month. If you ain't liking them in a month, it's easy in May to say, we're going back where we were. You know, we can do that. So people, like you said, people do it all the time. So, I mean, I don't want to keep bringing it up, which, you know, hey, it don't make a difference to me, because I said,
Does Nikki have something to say?
I don't know. Did you hear me, Nikki? I didn't hear her say nothing.
Yeah, yes, I did. And
she's
actually, when I brought it up, it was going through the bills every month. Well, we were paying more for that half hour or 40 minutes of a meeting than we were paying our attorney. And that just didn't quite make sense to me that we would pay somebody, you know, like that more than you would be paying your attorney. So maybe the thing is that we have to up what we're paying the attorney now.
The attorney is fine.
Well, that's
You do
money
a
we
good
can use on our
job.
clients too.
A wonderful job.
Yes. So, we're at this proverbial fork in the road still,
Well, there's a motion and a second.
okay?
So do you want a roll call
Any
vote, or what do you, more
Any
discussion?
Supervisor Sullivan?
Yes, the chair recognizes trustee
I guess,
Bender.
you know, what are your feelings towards this? Do you
My feelings.
have any feelings either way, or?
Yeah, because you vote.
Yeah, I explained my feelings last time, remember? I explained.
Okay,
Yeah,
give me
I
a
explained to you guys
flashback.
last time. What I said last time was this: we're responsible to taxpayers for their money.
Sure.
That's what I said last time, right?
Yeah.
So-
$5,000 is $5,000.
Right, absolutely.
Oh, I see.
Although I have no problems with the quality of work that Four Horses Media does, because I know media myself, and they do some quality work. We went out for these proposals for a reason, right?
Right.
Okay.
The check price.
Now,
See how much it really costs.
exactly, to see how much it everything really costs. And so now we've asked people to submit their proposals.
Right.
Okay? Somebody's going to be disappointed because I'm going to have to reach out to somebody and let them know that their proposal was not accepted. Okay? Now, whether we also got to keep in mind that we are not only in the business of issuing general assistance to people who need it, okay? We are also in the business of looking out for taxpayers' money, okay? And we ran on fiscal responsibility in 2013. We ran again on in 2017, and we've been the epitome of that ever since.
Right.
With that being said, the decision that we're going to make tonight, people are going to see that decision. It's not. I'm looking for someone to ask to see the proposals. It's going to happen. So we better make sure we're making the right decision tonight. Okay? Because this one could come back to bite us.
Right.
Okay? So that's my thoughts on everything. So with that being said, is there any more discussion?
No.
Not after that. I
Okay.
understand.
Okay. So Mike, what do we
I would suggest a roll call vote, because you're gonna commit to spending money.
Okay.
So it's better to use roll call.
Okay. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Kathy Altensee.
No.
Nikki Bender. Nikki Bender.
I didn't hear what the final, what is the final thing?
815 natives is the one that was proposed. 815 natives.
And we're doing the roll call
And
vote
we're doing a
now.
roll call vote on that proposal.
And 81588 is the one we're gonna go with.
Yes, that's, right now, that's
That's
the,
what we're voting
That was
on.
the lowest one.
That's what, okay, yes.
yes? Joy Sellers.
Yes.
Melinda Cook.
Yes.
Patrick Sellers.
Yes.
It is 4-1.
Okay, motion carries 4-1. All right. The next order of business is the approval of the Marco security cameras. And motion is second, please.
So moved.
That's Bender.
I need a second.
Second.
Second by
Sellers.
Sellers.
Okay.
All right. Let's have our discussions about our security cameras. Anybody? We can start up.
What does the installation entail? That is it is rather pricey.
And they have to actually install the camera, run the wires back to our servers, so the videos can be recorded. We can go back and retrieve them at a later date. And they're doing it for our office and for the assessor's office as well.
Like, just curiously, how much labor would that be? Is that gonna be like weeks-long labor or one day?
No, it shouldn't be a week's-long labor. It should probably be about a day.
So.
It all
why is it
depends on
so
if they run
expensive?
into, I don't know, all depends if they run into a problem with our server or something. I don't know. If you want some questions asked about this.
I'm just always curious how these sorts of labor amounts are determined, because if this is one day of work for $3,500, that doesn't
That's
seem.
quite a bit, right.
How many people are installing it? I just am
Right.
curious.
So,
Supervisor Sellers?
yes, the chair recognizes Trustee Bender.
I think this is something that is absolutely necessary at this, the way things are going now. And would this be put in like the outer office,
Yes, it'll be put
waiting
in,
room, the waiting room right
yes,
there?
yes.
That's where it'd be put.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I think it's an excellent idea.
The only reason why I agree with Nikki is because the crazy shootings we've been having.
Yes.
You don't know how somebody tell that you don't get, we can't help you. We don't know. And it's easy to sit back and say what we're saying, but when it comes to somebody's life, oh man, we should have got it. Oh, it was
Right.
last week. And this is happening every week now.
Right.
We're getting shootings every week.
Yep.
And we don't know what's going on. And I'd rather be safe than sorry, because Pat ain't family, but he feels like family. And I know my sister's here. So if you got family, and Maid, I love you too. But I'm just saying, you don't know how people react because they're told you can't get help or you can't
I
get
can
something.
give you an example.
Right.
All those years I worked at the front window for the first 10 years, and it was just a little window, that was it.
Yeah.
And people would, the
Go off.
window was broken a couple
Yeah.
times, and people took chairs from the lobby.
So that's my only reason. And
I'm
I
not
understand you,
disputing-
huh?
I'm not disputing the need.
Oh,
like,
okay.
for I see that the total cost of all the gear is $3,000 and a fixed fee installation, like, also, when you see that fixed fee, like, maybe that some of the systems they're installing are a lot larger, I would maybe think, based on this amount. That charge is just curious to me.
And I totally understand. But I guess I'm also wondering this. The people that have the building, they didn't even think about it. So it's
Well,
not,
outside.
yeah, this
That's
is,
about it.
they tried to get the building to get the service. They didn't want it, or they didn't want to do it. So you look at, they said, well, you might not want to, but I'm doing it for my people. And so that's where I guess that happened. So I understand what you're saying, I totally do. But bring it on the next week, bring it on another week. Go out there and find somebody, get some, that's time. And sometimes, you know, it's like, we should have did it 2 weeks ago. That's my only fear.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead. I understand you,
We
Kathy.
have neighbors on Saxby, and they did ADT.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, their stuff is high tech. I was just in her house yesterday, and they can see everything around the building. They can see in the building, you know. She doesn't even have to be at the door when I'm ringing the doorbell. Hi Kathy, how you doing? $2,000 to do a home. And they have a pretty good sized home. But this is an office. I don't know if they do 2,000 for this office, 2,000 for the other office. And then there's probably there might be a monthly charge, I'm
No.
not sure.
There's no monthly.
No, she's saying with ADT. Yeah, there's a
ADT.
monthly
Oh.
charge with ADT.
Oh, yeah.
We got
It's
it.
like $30 a
No,
month.
it's more than that. 'cause
Is it?
Yeah, and if you upgrade, it's more a month. Oh, go ahead.
Yes.
Can I comment?
Yes.
If I recall, and correct me if I'm wrong, when they came and looked at both areas, ours was gonna be easier to wire because we have a closet right outside our door that
Uh-huh.
has all our server in, because they commented how much easier our space was going to be, and that Patrick's space was gonna be a little trickier to get to and to get everything wired. So that's what I recall, if that's helpful information or not, but that's what I remember them discussing.
This is just installation and labor.
And all your stuff. Can't you, yeah, just installation and labor.
And materials.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
materials.
yeah, but it's separated.
And then is there a monthly charge after that?
No.
Okay.
Is there a listing for service calls if needed?
Who to call if we have problems?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I have.
But I mean, do they charge us for that? Just to clarify the monthly charge issue. It's just
Some of those security places do. If you have
as
calls.
needed as opposed to a monthly charge.
Yeah, like server
Yes.
stuff too, right? Because,
That's our server though.
okay.
So I mean, we would be monitoring them ourselves. There would not be an outside location watching our offices remotely. Unless I'm wrong on that.
No. You know. Okay. More discussion.
No.
Let's keep discussing it. So Mike, you're asking if there is a service fee for service. If they come, we have to have a service call. Are they gonna charge us a fee to
Right.
come out
I
and
just
to
don't, when somebody
troubleshoot?
said, is there a monthly charge?
Yeah, there's no monthly
That would
charge.
not be a monthly charge.
No.
That would be an
And as
on-call.
needed, right.
As
And
needed.
after hours, or is it a 24?
Well, we're not here.
No, we're not here.
This, at this time, you know, some
We're not here at this
businesses
time, no.
say
We're not gonna get in.
The
2
big-
nights a week,
Right,
or 2 nights a month, I'm sorry, if something would go wrong.
yeah.
But we wouldn't know anyway, would we?
No.
You're more likely to be concerned about something happening, as you were just pointed out, during the operation of the
Right.
office.
Yeah,
Not really a place you're gonna burgle.
Right,
verbally abuse.
right, you can't actually
That's like-
break in here. So does the board want me to find out that question?
We don't have any other choices besides this one. Or is it just kind of tedious?
Well, what happened was, they approached us. And I had talked with them about this service, and they provide this service, so I asked them to give us a proposal. I mean, I haven't gone out and asked anybody else.
It's too bad the owner of this building wouldn't put anything in, like Joy said, security-wise.
It's in the parking lot.
Yeah,
But I mean,
Yeah.
as far as walking through the door, most buildings have stuff like that now, but it's mostly federal buildings, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, what time is it?
So give me some direction here, guys.
I make a motion that we accept it. Oh, go ahead,
The
Nick,
chair recognizes Trustee Bender.
because we going on and on every meeting. But
Actually, I think we could ask you to do this, but being we asked for
I'm sorry.
proposals on the others, maybe we need to have proposals on this too. I hate saying that, but.
Okay, what does the board think?
I agree.
Okay,
Was there a motion on the floor?
There's a motion on the floor
We got a.
to approve macro security cameras, seconded by Sellers.
right, so, Mike, how do
Who
we,
made the motion?
Bender and Sellers.
Again, like I said before, if the person who makes the motion wants to withdraw it, and the person who seconded was willing to withdraw her second, then the motion will be withdrawn. But that would need the consent of both the person who made the motion and the person who seconded it.
okay. So, who made the
Same as-
motion?
Nikki Bender,
Okay,
Same as me and,
and who seconded?
Joy Sellers.
Okay, so Nikki? Nikki?
Yes.
Okay, you will have to
Withdraw your motion.
withdraw your motion, and Joy would have to withdraw her second, and then you can bring the motion on the floor to go out for RFP. Okay?
Oh, okay, I withdraw my motion.
okay, can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
So how long, or you're gonna go out and find,
No, we're all gonna do it.
we're all gonna do it?
Yes, we are.
You have to
Anyway.
approve the
Oh,
withdrawal.
I would vote on it, but I'm not gonna go out and,
Yeah, we're all gonna call around and ask some.
I need to get some
places, too.
clarification. She made a withdrawal of the motion. Do you second that withdrawal?
You withdraw your second.
Do you withdraw
Withdraw
your
your
I just don't
second.
feel like going round and round like we did with the
Okay,
camera people.
then you don't
but-
have to withdraw. If you don't want to, you don't have
But
to.
then what happens?
Then the motion will
Then the
be
motion-
voted on. If it passes. the-
Okay, well,
accept
then
it.
I'd rather
If
do
not-
that and let it go like it's gonna go
If
than,
it's not,
So she does not withdraw, so the motion still stands, correct?
that's
I
correct.
gotta vote.
So we're gonna have to have a vote on it. Unless somebody wants to move the amendment. Or postpone it.
Yeah, my question on that, then, is what would that make the timeline for getting security?
That's what
Uh-huh.
I'm saying.
That's, it'd be 2 months.
Another,
Right,
at
2 or
least.
3. I
know.
mean, yeah. So that's all I'm saying. And with stuff that's going on, that's all my heart is saying. Hey, it ain't like it's always forever. You know, we might even not be in this build, but can,
Like the installation costs.
yes, but,
That's
you
the
can-
part that's catching me. Because
but,
I feel like this is, just by reading that, it feels like it's maybe because they just modified the whole building proposal, perhaps? Like,
What do you
would,
mean?
if this whole building was getting this installed, would it, because it says fixed fee. Doesn't that mean that that's not like specific to this job, but that's just their standard
Standard
installation fee?
installation fee. I got you.
That's how I'm reading that.
Mhm.
Perhaps I'm reading it wrong. But the idea that like it would have cost the same standard installation fee for this whole building versus just
That's not
township
right.
feels not ideal.
So why couldn't they put one at the back door and the front door and,
Well, then
All
that's
the
more like
offices.
materials.
no,
That's
but all
not-
the offices share the expense
Yeah.
instead of us getting stuck with just this one price.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, we're trying to leave the building and our walking through there because I see the camera. Can you tell them to get this?
Yes, yes, absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. They don't have to, they can.
Your knee is falling out.
this thing is driving me crazy.
Yeah, and this mask is driving me crazy too.
Right.
So,
Ooh, I only can do it for so long and I got
This
to
is a
keep
good discussion, so we decide how we're gonna handle this one.
Right now,
At this point,
We'll have to ask
And
the
that
attorney. We
just
can-
pushes the timeline to
Yes, it
but
does.
you don't know if they're gonna say, okay, you're gonna go in and accept our proposal.
Yes,
And
Women don't
next
want to be
week,
on
we're
camera.
gonna have it
The women
done.
don't want to be on camera.
What did you say, Kathy?
Thank you very much.
This just means, you know, he came to us, but then you don't know how busy this guy is, especially with, how do you say, how things are going on now in this time, day and time. So that doesn't mean it's gonna be 6 weeks before he can come and do us.
So you thinking it's gonna take 6 weeks for them to put that in?
No.
What?
He's got other people that he does too, not just us.
Oh,
You know, as far as, let's say, somebody coming and doing your floors. Okay, that's gonna take, let's see, sometime in September we have an opening? You know what I mean?
oh.
Or-
Yeah, I don't know what his schedule is, so I can't answer that one. You know, I don't know.
No, I'm not asking you to, I'm just saying that, you know, we don't know that he's gonna be able to do it this month, or could it be next month? So why can't we check around, and maybe Patrick check with the owner of the building and see if he would even consider us all sharing the cost of it?
Don't you think that if he did, that he would have got in on it when they was asking around to do it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Supervisor Sellers.
Yes, the chair recognizes trustee Bender.
You know, I think we need to make some quick decisions. This isn't
Yeah.
something that we're gonna put off forever.
Right.
And stuff we need to talk as long about, we don't even talk about
I
it.
know I've got cameras all over my house.
I
Right.
do too.
And a couple inside of my house, and one day, you know, can make a lot of difference.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
You know, the longer we delay this, you better hope nothing happens.
Absolutely.
And I am not saying it's not important.
Mhm.
Don't ever think that I feel that way.
Oh, no, we
Because
ain't
I
saying
do.
that. Yeah.
I just wish we didn't have to spend this kind of money, but that's the way it is.
I guess the 5 we was saving on
Yes,
that.
the chair recognizes trustee Bender.
You know,
I
so,
don't think,
hey, so we, oh, sorry.
we should talk about money in somebody's lives.
Exactly.
Lives are more important than the money.
Uh-huh.
I think this is something serious right at this
Thank
time.
It is.
I agree.
Good point, Nikki.
Yeah, Nikki, really good point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he's.
So, with that being said, do you want us to take a vote? Do we take a vote now, trustees? Yes, no, maybe? What is it?
I mean, well, I guess we.
If the motion's on the floor to take the vote.
Yes, the motion's on the floor,
Yeah.
right?
Joy said yes.
Yes.
No, she did not. She did not rescind.
She did not rescind
Oh.
her,
She did not rescind the
her
motion.
motion.
Oh, I,
Second.
right, I said no.
said no.
I'm keeping it the way the motion
Yeah.
was done. That's what I said.
So you didn't want,
She didn't
I'm
want,
not withdrawing. I'm keeping the motion that's made. Sorry, Kathy, let me, ooh. I'm keeping the motion that was made.
Okay.
That's what I did.
okay, so we haven't voted on it yet.
Yeah, that's what she's going around
that's what I'm
asking
gonna,
now.
what- that's what they're doing now, I think, right?
I'm sorry.
So, yeah.
Your decision, Mr. Chair.
Okay, what is the motion on the floor now?
Motion was made by Nikki Bender to approve the Marco security cameras, and trustee Seller seconded the motion.
Okay.
Okay, is that all right?
He said, yep.
Okay, Madam Clerk, call the roll.
Kathy Altensee.
Aye.
Nikki Bender.
Aye.
Melinda Cook. Joy Sellers.
Aye.
Supervisor Sellers.
Aye.
Motion passed. 4-1.
Just like the other one. Gotta play,
Democracy
play,
in
yeah,
action.
play that in lottery.
The next order of business is the approval of, is a supervisor's report. I have our disbursement sheets to hand out. I also have a question from our CFO to ask the board. Are we going to continue having our meetings here, or are we going to start having our meetings back at the Farm Bureau again? Now, here's my advice, which you guys probably didn't ask for, I'm gonna give it to you anyway. The way things are looking as far as our COVID 19.
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure how our numbers are gonna look.
They're going up.
What we don't wanna do is to get at the Farm Bureau and and we are having our meetings and all of a sudden everything gets shut down again and we have to come back here again. So, give me your thoughts on it.
I say stay here, because, yeah, I agree totally with you. We get down there, we gotta come back, and then really, if we got the tape going, and COVID, we don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it.
Give me
Also,
thoughts.
we save money being here.
Mm-hmm.
So,
There we go,
yeah.
money.
We could put it into something else.
Yeah, I'm fine having.
What does Nikki think?
What do you think, Trustee Bender?
I think whatever you think is fine.
Okay.
I know, you can't go through this hassle all the time.
Right.
So maybe it's better just to go back.
Just to go back?
Stay here?
To Farm Bureau or stay here at the office?
No, stay there at the office.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Still go back, I was like,
Okay.
here we go again, 4-1.
I got a call today from the chief of police.
Oh,
Our box is going to get a whole lot of action here
oh, good.
because they're going to do a drive to help get guns off the street, and they're going to promote our box as a place to put on
2 years.
weapons and ammunition. Yes.
Well,
so-
I hate it took this to get them going.
Yeah.
But hey,
so,
Good.
what else do I
Going.
want to tell the board?
thank you, Lord. Save some lives.
I'm thinking that's all that I have. Next order of business is the assessor report.
I have nothing new to report. We're still working on quad work and
Okay. All right. Next order of business, public comments. Any public comments?
Forgot.
We forgot
You
trustee
forgot
reports.
us.
Oh, I'm sorry. Next order of business,
Wow.
trustees report. Trustees, I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I'm all over the place.
Well, I guess we have been talking a lot.
My
I mean,
mind's
this
all
is
over
probably
the
the
place.
first time we've talked in a long
Yeah, my
time.
mind is all over the place tonight. So,
Thank you for being so patient.
oh, it's okay.
Him? What about us?
I'm saying this to everyone.
But, no, but also, I'm glad that, I hate that, all this that's going on in our city is happening, but I'm glad that, they finally saw the need to say, let's do something about the guns.
We have to do something.
Let's
about
do
it, yeah.
something together and try to do something together. Because that's
Absolutely.
the only way our city is gonna survive, if we all come together and do something together.
Absolutely.
And so I'm glad to hear that, they came to say, hey, let's do what we gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
So, whatever they do, I hope my face is there also,
Yes.
doing whatever we
Cheering
have
them
to
on. Absolutely.
Not on a milk carton, right?
do. You're right about that one.
What about the COVID
Yes.
grant?
Thank you. Have you got that chance to look over the grant
Yeah.
and all that stuff?
Will they
Okay.
get printed, or when are we gonna discuss those or vote on those? When-
There's nothing to vote on.
They're already voted on, they're all good, it's
Yeah.
happening?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were back in
Yeah.
May, wasn't
I
it?
know,
One
but we
we
just
pulled
got all
back,
the
the one we
documents and
Tickled in my
stuff.
nose.
We didn't vote on it.
Sometimes
We
the
kept ones
things
here, remember?
start
It's the-
flaring up
you had
and
to
they
get the right
tickle in
name
your
for it.
nose.
Yeah, but I thought that was one we pulled back.
No,
Okay.
because you were thinking that it only helped YMCA.
Right.
No, but it doesn't. It helps
Right.
the general population.
Right.
That's
Okay.
okay. Our water program ended.
Oh, okay.
Our
No worries.
electricity and gas program began, what's today?
The third.
of August.
Okay, it began on the 1st, so,
And when does NICOR start?
NICOR,
Got one for NICOR?
NICOR, always
Okay.
going. Hold on 1 second. You mean Community Action, NICA, and LIHEAP?
No, just NICOR itself. I mean, I know Community Action does that stuff, but don't they do it for ComEd too?
Yeah, but she
Yeah.
asked when does NICOR start?
I wondered if we also had a grant for NICOR.
NICOR, electric and gas is together.
It's all together.
Yeah, that's part of the,
Oh.
Oh,
you
that's,
can help.
it's
get
just
some-
under that
Yeah,
one name.
Yeah, trustee Bender, you had a question?
Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Yes, on the child care or
Daycare?
Daycare.
the daycare.
Uh-huh.
In reading this, I still don't quite understand how they qualify for that.
Income.
It's gonna be, it's income based off of their income, how they qualify. You didn't,
Okay.
Yeah, you said that
Because
last
I
time.
know in a lot of these child cares, the state pays
right,
for
but,
the child care.
but,
if
but,
they're working.
but what we're looking at are the people who make too much to receive any assistance, but don't have enough money to really pay for childcare, to help those people out, the ones who are falling in you know, falling through the cracks.
Income.
Okay.
Yes.
Even when our
Yes.
kids go
Thank you.
out.
Trustees, any more questions?
I was just trying to look at the child care one when Nikki was talking about, just to try to catch on what she was saying, but
Right, like in that actual document, it didn't specify, like there's not like charts on it showing income brackets or anything.
What I did is this, I'm letting the child care agencies use their
Yeah.
income guidelines because they were the ones who told me that they had people who were actually working but were just over the income threshold to where they couldn't receive it, and they have those people targeted, and so
Yeah.
I just kind of let them decide who were going to be a part of that.
yeah, I guess just like we do the senior center, we let them do their own thing, and then we let
VAC.
I almost said wounded warriors, but I meant to say our
VAC,
veterans.
yes.
Yeah, just how we let them take care, just like we did the dyslexia.
Yeah, dyslexia center. Yes.
Dyslexia.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
So I guess that's what the grant is, more than we
Yeah.
figure out.
Right.
But just hopefully they help as many as they can.
They were very.
Is there
excited
any
to-
way, can I ask a question?
Yes.
Is there any way with any of these grants, if we find out with the date, especially with the child care and
Yeah, the
whatever,
numbers of
and
how many
we
people that they
can
help?
go up if we need so, if
As
we
far
see how we did
Yeah.
with the water bill.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not that high, but
Right.
you know.
Well,
Let it go for 1 year.
right. Well, the thing about it is this. Again, we do a lot of pilot programs, and these are specific programs because of the pandemic, and so we are. That's why these programs were put in place, and they are pretty much pilot programs. If we see to where that need is like really great, then yes, we can discuss expanding the program.
Okay.
We can always
That's
discuss
good.
that.
As a non-pandemic, but just because it is
Right,
a need that
because there's a need.
exists.
Yes.
It exists,
Thank you,
absolutely.
that's what I was trying to
Absolutely,
say.
absolutely.
I think that would have been 5 to 5. Okay,
All right.
that's good, that's good.
Any more questions or comments, trustees?
Oh, pretty good.
All right, are there any public comments?
No public comments?
Okay. Any other business come up for the town?
I do. I went
Yes.
to the seminar down in Springfield on the election. Because of the pandemic, they're waiting for to hear from the governor as far as direction goes on how the petition should be handled and things like that, and dates. Right now, you can start circulating your petitions August 25th. And I will try to have a list of the dates of things that you will need and get the signatures. I kind of want to wait a little bit until we hear from the governor.
Yeah.
And I'll keep in track with the State Board of Elections. Trying to find the forms on their website is very difficult, so I'm going to see if Vicki has them. But I'll try to get that stuff ready by the 25th, and that's the target date. Now, this has to be done right because there's no going back. There's no plan B if this doesn't. So I've got to really work on making sure this, and Mike is going to help me a lot. He doesn't know it yet, but he is.
Boy, Mike.
$5,000 you thought you saved?
Yeah.
Because, you know, the way things are politically right now, there's just so much division and dissension that I want to make sure that I don't get blamed for anything.
Oh, you still get blamed.
No, you still get blamed.
You're not gonna get blamed.
That's how it works. You still get it, but,
Okay?
okay. Well, with that being said, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn
So moved.
until
Oh.
August 17th, 2020.
It's my birthday.
Oh, boy.
I'll be the big 7-0.
Really? Oh, boy, Vara. What a blessing.
We got so moved, we need a second.
Oh, I said, yeah.
Alden C. seconded and Sellers made the
Yeah.
motion. That's what I have.
All in favor?
I,
Aye. Any opposed? Meeting adjourned. Thank you,
yeah,
Trustee
let me
Bender.
sign-